Happy Makeup Friday, everybody. I decided to use some colors that I typically wouldn't use. Really hope you guys enjoy the look I came up with. I'm really loving it. If you want to see how I got here, stay tuned. Hey guys, so I'm starting out with Sugar Pills Acid Berry, and I'm blending this right below my brow bone into my crease. Next, I am layering on Sugar Pills Midori right below where I started the Acid Berry. It's a slightly darker green. I'm just blending that right into my crease. Next, I am going in with a color from Coastal Senses 252 palette. I will flash up the layer that I'm using here, and I will circle the colors that I am using. Their names will be in the description below. And I'm starting out with like a color that's slightly darker than Midori, and then I'm adding on one that's slightly darker than that to kind of figure out where I want to put my cut crease, and I'm blending that in. And then on the outer section, I am darkening it because I'm only gonna cut the crease halfway. So I am adding on like a darker color from that same palette. And I'm just kind of like blending that out right into my eye bone socket on the outer corners. Going back with the other colors and blending that all together. Now I am using the white concealer by LA Girl Pro Conceal, and I am using that to cut my crease. What I'm doing here, that little weird bobbing motion I just did, I put it onto my lower lid, and then I just moved my head back so I could see where my lid naturally closed, and then I cut my crease there. So I use that method on both eyes, and you'll see when we get there. So once I have that eye the way I like it, I just start on the other eye, and like I said, I do the same method to try and get the line that I need to cut it at, and you'll see it's there. The only issue is with the other side is my eyes apparently close at different levels. So even though that worked to create the lines on either side, I believe to you guys it's gonna be on the right side of the screen. My right eye cut is slightly larger than my left eyes. So even though I'm trying to like make them match a little bit more, you can definitely tell that one side is slightly larger. And then I'm trying to I want to go in and make them perfectly match, and then it's like, you know what, let's not. So I just blend out the edges a little bit. And that's when I make my decision on what I'm gonna do. I decide, because typically with any green, when I use it, which is very, very rarely, I would go with like a purple with it, because green and purple look great together. But this day I decided, since I was already using green, a color I typically don't use, I decided to go with Dolly Pop by Sugar Pill on my lid. Yeah, I was going through some heavy debating here, some heavy debating. So then you see me start applying the Dolly Pop, and I apply that on that entire section, maybe the front third, I want to say, of my eye. I leave blank, but then I apply the Dolly Pop to everything else, right up to the line. And I'm just packing that on. Repeat the same steps on the other eye. And after laying on the Dolly Pop, I decide what color I'm going to use on that inner portion of my eye. So with the pink on, you can definitely tell the difference between those two eye situations there, and I will show you how I rectify that in a little bit. I decided to put white on that intersection. So basically I'm just setting the concealer that I use to cut the crease. And I am blending that in to the pink, so there's not like a harsh division. And then I'm going to go back in with some of those darker green shadows and just blend the outer edge of where that pink meets that green. And I am also going to blend that green right underneath my lower lash line. And I'm slightly, just very, very slightly blowing it out because I didn't want that line to be perfectly like clean and straight. Now I'm using my Kat Von D eyeliner pen, and I'm just creating a wing. Once I have that wing like I like it, I just try to repeat it on the opposite side. And I'm just using a white eyeliner by Coastal Scents. I'm sorry, I lied, by ColourPop in that inner third lower lash line. And I'm adding in my Jordana lime green liner right on the outer corners for a little added brightness. And I also add, now this is where I'm rectifying our line. To make my eyes look more even, I am lining the bigger section underneath the cut for the glitter. And I am using a glitter by Super Glitter. I will link it down below. And I am just using my Hard Candy holographic glitter liner as a glue, because since it's made for holding glitter, it works really, really well for when I just need to hold some glitter right in that section of my eye. And for the opposite eye, I am lining it slightly above where I cut, which is gonna visually even out the fact that one side is slightly larger than the other. Add on mascara. I am using Urban Decay's Perversion. And then I decided I want to add that liner also right where the white is on my eyes, right above my black eyeliner. I'm using Lumi by Sugar Pill right in the inner tear ducts. And I'm all done. All the products I talked about in this video will be in the description bar below.
Thank you guys for watching this Makeup Friday. Really hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and come back next Friday for another Makeup Friday. Happy Friday.